Sa príncipe.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm back. This is AubreyMan62187, and we're going to do another round of VHS tapes I have. And I was originally going to do the Fox VHS Collection video next, but I got a request from Lemonster08, aka Corey, to do my Touchstone VHS tape collection, and I've got quite a few of them, so that's what we're going to do. And just like my Disney VHS tapes, I'll go in ABC order. Alright. Oh, well, these got a tip. Alright, let's get started. The first Touchstone VHS tape I have is the 1993 VHS of Alive, based on the true story, the plane crash that took place in 1972. And I viewed this movie, and it's actually pretty good. There's a preview for Alive 20 years later on this VHS. I haven't seen that film yet, but if I can find a copy, I'll check that out, because Alive is a pretty good movie. And the next Touchstone VHS tape I have here is another Stakeout. This is the sequel to the 1987 film Stakeout, which I have that. I'll show that later on. And yeah, this is a funny one, I guess. It's got Richard Dreyfuss, Emilio Estevez, and Rosie O'Donnell. Of course, Emilio Estevez was best known for his roles in Breakfast Club and the Mighty Ducks films. Not bad for a sequel. I have the original Stakeout VHS. I'll show that later. And next I have the 2000 VHS release of Bicentennial Man. This is a pretty good film, but the VHS tape doesn't play all that great. It just kind of plays like a... It doesn't really... You can't hear the sound in this tape. It just plays like it's being fast-forwarded real slow. But fortunately, I have this recorded on DVD when it came on one of the movie channels. But it's still a good movie. I still keep the tape because, you know, just for fun. And next I have the 1990 VHS of Blaze with the late Paul Newman. I got this at a bookstore back in December. And this is a Canadian print. Here's why. Well, there's the sticker label, but this is a Canadian print because at the beginning, the FBI screens, it doesn't show FBI, it just shows license for private home exhibition only, and duplication in whole or in part of this video cassette is prohibited. It doesn't show FBI, so this is obviously a Canadian print. But it's an okay film, I think. It's got Paul Newman. Paul Newman's a good actor. Next I have Captain Ron. This is with Kurt Russell and Martin Short. This is a funny movie, by the way. Captain Ron. I've seen this a fair amount of times. See, there it is. Recommend this comedy hit to friends. Not recommend it. This tape was printed in '96, but I know the original VHS came out in like '92 or '3. Can't quite remember. But still, Captain Ron, funny film. I like it. Then next I have the 1999 VHS of A Civil Action with John Travolta. And it also says Paramount Pictures co-produced the film, but the Paramount logo is not shown. It just has the Touchstone Pictures logo, but this is still a good movie. It's worth a look. And also, I want to go back on my Bicentennial Man VHS. And not only does that film have the Touchstone Pictures logo, it also has the Columbia Pictures logo as well. but I don't know why the Paramount logo is not shown in a civil action. But either way. Moving on, this is a 90s reprint of Dead Poet Society with Robin Williams. I picked this up recently and I watched it, and it is a very, very good movie. A lot of people talk about Dead Poet Society, and now I see why, because it's a great film. And it's got Robin Williams. He's one of my favorite actors. The tape was printed in 1998. But it still has the original 1984 FBI screens, along with the Now You Can Own These Hit Tiles from Touchstone Home Video, plus the home video promo. Alright, next I have a 90s reprint of Down and Out in Beverly Hills with Bette Midler and Nick Nolte, Richard Dreyfuss. Another funny comedy film, everybody knows about this. And this copy has ink labels on there, and it was printed in 1995, this tape. Now, if you look on Henry TV Wiz's channel, he uploaded the previews from the original VHS with the dark red warning screens with the video dealer announcement, plus a preview for a film, don't quite remember which one. This only has the 1984 screens, the CGI Touchstone Video logo, and then the original Touchstone Films logo, like from '86. And this is a comedy. This is a good comedy film, Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Next I have the 1994 VHS of Ed Wood. This is a movie Tim Burton made with Johnny Depp. This was a black and white film, and it's not bad. It's a Tim Burton movie, and I like Tim Burton films. Recommend this comedy to friends. So if you like black and white films and you like comedies and Tim Burton, I think you'd like this. A lot of the movies Tim Burton made have Johnny Depp in them, like Edward Scissorhands, this, Sleepy Hollow, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, to name but a few. Next, we're going on. 1992 VHS of Father of the Bride. This is a funny movie. It's Steve Martin, Martin Short. Everybody is familiar with the Father of the Bride films, I assume. But this is a good comedy film. I enjoy this movie. 1992 is the year for it. Nope, I can just push that back in there. Next, we have a 1993 VHS of The Gun in Betty Lou's Handbag. This is an interesting film. For this one, I'm gonna say you decide. What do you think of the film? I mean, it's okay and everything, but it's just kind of interesting. That's all I can say. The Gun in Betty Lou's Handbag. That's an interesting film. Here's a more familiar movie. The 1994 or 5, sometime in the 90s, VHS of I Love Trouble with Julia Roberts and Nick Nolte. Another comedy. This is pretty good. It was also co-produced by the now defunct Caravan Pictures. And 96 was when this tape was printed. Okay. And another good movie, I Love Trouble. If you like comedies and Julia Roberts, I'm a big Julia Roberts fan. Alright. Next up, I have Indian Summer. Where do I begin with this one? I haven't really watched this yet. I haven't taken the time to view this movie yet, but I may sit down and watch it because I heard it was pretty good. This is printed in 1994. So I don't really have anything to say about this tape yet, so I'll get back to you on that. Next, I have a 93 VHS, or it could be from 94. Let me check. No, 96. Alright, but this is My Boyfriend's Back. This is more of a chick flick, if you ask me, and I'm really not into chick flicks, but in a way, this is kind of a comedy that everyone can enjoy. My Boyfriend's Back. But this, to me, it's kind of like a chick flick, so I don't know where to go with that one. But here's another good comedy. My Father the Hero. Fathers just have one problem with raising daughters. They grow up. Well, isn't that correct? And yeah, this one's pretty good. 1994 was the year for this one. You know, dads trying to control their kids a lot. Alright. And we'll show one more tape for part 1, then we'll go into part 2. Next one I'll show is a 1987 VHS of Outrageous Fortune. Once again, what to say about this tape? Not really a whole lot to say, except it's interesting. And it's got Shelley Long and Bette Midler. Yeah, 1987 was the year for this. And this is another interesting one. That'll do it for part 1 of my Touchstone VHS tape collection, but part 2 is going to be following up right after this, so I hope y'all stick around for that, won't you?